Okay, let me get in my comfortable position.
I haven't found one yet, so you're on your own.
Hey everyone, they call me Mars.
And this is your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, a.k.a. Jebediah.
And welcome to our first official episode of the Four Planet Podcast. Thank you guys for coming and checking out last week's episode. It was pretty awesome. I know last episode was more like just a test episode, but I thought it was really funny while I was recording, so I had to put it up.
It worked.
It did. We got some cool subscribers. We're going to make it to that 100. We're aiming to get 100 subscribers before the end of March.
We are?
Yeah.
Oh.
So we can, and we'll do a super cool challenge for you guys.
Damn, I need to make some more friends.
Did you share it with everyone at work?
Nope.
There you go. There you go. Everyone at work. That's at least 10 more subscribers.
I'm going to bribe them with those green tea Kit Kats.
And then I'll go to work and promise to cover everyone's shift if they subscribe.
Good luck.
Hey, I need the money. We'll just start, and I'm going to start like going downtown and just hand out like business cards with the podcast on it.
Does that work?
No. Trust me. I've been at this game for a long time. But yeah.
I don't even know how to get into anything.
In today's episode, we're going to talk about people lying to Tekashi 6ix9ine and Charlamagne the God.
People lying.
People lying. The fact that I spent pretty much the last like a week playing Persona.
It's true.
And other various things. We might even talk about women because we both like women.
True. I know that was an uncomfortable pause before I like affirmed it, but it's true.
Before we guys start, there's going to be some social media down in the link below. It's going to be my Twitter, your Twitter, the podcast Twitter. Well, no, the podcast Instagram and the podcast like Facebook page.
Do we have a podcast Twitter?
Not yet.
All right.
That's the goal of the week. This week.
That sounds like it take 30 seconds, bro.
You think that, but it doesn't. You think things take 30 seconds. Do you understand it took me like 2 hours to get the YouTube set up correctly?
But that's different.
No, it's not. Social media is a dangerous thing to get incorporated with.
Art.
It's an art. It's an art that I've yet to perfect it, but I dabble in all the time. Yeah.
That's all I can ask for because I don't know anything.
You're the business major here. I'm just some guy who went to college for 2, 3, 4, 7 years.
Got AAs though.
Got them AAs though. Got them degrees. Oh man. So what you been up to this last? We recorded what? We recorded last Tuesday, last Wednesday.
Last Tuesday.
So it's been a good week since we've sat down together on this lovely couch.
Oh.
What's going on? What's new with you, bro?
Oh, just had an amazing Valentine's Day. Me and my girl went out, had some hot chocolate.
Why are you lying?
I went to work. I went to lunch, at 12 sharp, as directed by my superior.
By the man. Wait, was Valentine's Day Thursday?
Yeah, Thursday.
Yeah, that was like the first day of my 5-day vacation.
Yeah, bro. I just been at work. They're keeping me busy. Like, if I don't text back at work, it's just because they're working me like a slave and have been for 2 weeks now.
I feel like at this point, I don't text you at work because I see you when you get home.
Yeah, true.
Like, I was looking through our text thread the other day, and I'm like, we really do not text anymore. And it's like, it's because I see you every day now.
I hope you're ready for less contact because I got to save all my topics for this podcast. Or else we're just going to sit here looking at each other for an hour. And they're going to be looking at us looking at each other.
What do you mean less are you working extended hours? Am I not going to have my best friend anymore?
No, I just can't talk to you about real life events that I just stumble into.
Yes, you can. See, the thing is to hold off like 2-3 things for the podcast.
Bro. You be sitting here, all right, I'm going to be telling a story, right? Dead in the camera. This going to be his fabricated response. Wow. That's crazy. Ain't got nothing else to say because we done talked about it for like an hour already.
See, but if you don't talk to me anymore, I'm just going to have to replace you.
True.
It's cool. I'm getting my real best friend back this week anyway.
Mr. Seren.
Hashtag Josh. Hashtag bring back Josh. My original podcast host from the podcast I did before this.
Oh, yeah. I knew that.
No, you didn't.
No, I didn't.
Oh, man. This is my second podcast. Like, this is my second podcast. Like,
How's it feel?
I feel like I'm more free now.
It's what, like your third YouTube channel?
Second, actually.
I mean, yeah, because
Actually, the third I've worked on.
Did the shop have a YouTube channel?
Yeah, so it'll be the third YouTube channel that I've worked on.
But your second.
My second one that I've worked on for myself.
Yeah.
Which is not as like... My first one I put a lot of time and energy into, but I feel like it was just for fun.
Yeah.
And like, okay, I guess that's something we could talk about.
Hold up. I got to finish this Valentine's Day scenario. Okay.
Do it, bro.
Thursday, woke up, went to work, not expecting anything. Got some chocolate. Went to lunch with a friend. Came home. And went to sleep. I think that was it.
What?
Yeah, bro. I didn't have no Valentine. Because none of these people who watched suggested anything. Maybe I'm just ugly. I don't know.
They didn't have time. The episode went out on... The episode went up... Yeah, after Valentine's Day. That was the ball dropped on me on that one.
That's true.
I played Persona on Valentine's Day.
It's all right, though. We made up for it because we went to Little Tokyo 2 days ago.
True.
I don't know what day it is.
Go check out our Instagrams to see the post on that.
Oh, you put those up?
No, I have them on my flash drive.
You remember those pictures you said you were going to send to me yesterday that I still haven't gotten?
Persona. That's my only response. Persona.
I guess. That's fair.
I've just been playing the same video game for like the last, like, I got home on Wednesday night and was like, it's time to do this. And I got through 2 palaces, a bunch of boss fights, and I finally finished Persona 5, and I'm happy.
Are you? You don't look happy. You look tired.
I am tired. I literally beat the game like earlier the day of this recording.
Yeah.
You were there.
I was there.
You saw me summon a gun god.
Hey, spoiler alert.
Out of context, spoiler alert. Like, so the last game you beat was Need for Speed, right?
Yeah.
And before that, it was Spider-Man.
Yeah.
What was before Spider-Man?
Couldn't tell you.
I feel like it was Pokemon.
Oh, yeah. But before that, I couldn't tell you.
Because you just had no time for video games.
No, I was out here living real life. You know, had ex-girlfriend things, had friends. Don't remember what that feels like. But I'm here now.
Hashtag my boy depressed. Hashtag bring back the real Miles. Hashtag time to reclaim your future.
This is the real Miles.
That is Kane's design.
I know it's completely the wrong icon, but you know what? We're not even going to talk about it. That's for a different episode.
Tell us down in the comments down below who is your favorite superhero and why we should care. Oh man, speaking of like random, so you also just finished Aquaman. We need to go watch My Hero after this.
Yeah.
But you know that they're already talking about the Captain Marvel sequel, like, and the movie's not even out yet.
Yeah.
And like okay, so we have Carol Danvers, who's Captain Marvel. We're skipping Marvel. I don't know. I haven't seen the movie yet. This is before the movie even came out. I think we'll go see it in like 2 weeks. But
when does it come out? What month is it?
First week of March.
What year is it?
2019. So it comes out. I think it comes out the first week of March, and then we have Avengers Endgame at the end of April.
Yeah.
Before that, we will rank all our favorite Marvel movies in an episode sometime in early April. So look out for that.
I don't know why. I feel like it's still December. You know why I feel like it's still like December?
Because it's cold as fuck.
Well, yeah, and rainy. Thanks. Just killed my whole topic of conversation. But I saw that so all that rain recently dropped like, I think almost 2 trillion gallons of water on California in the past like 2-3 weeks.
What?
So our drought's fixed. I miss the sun. I'm very pale, as you can tell. I used to be black when this podcast started.
At least you don't have a vitamin D deficiency.
I don't know that because I don't go to the doctor. So.
Maybe we should go to the doctors.
You know what? Can we have this off camera? This whole conversation.
Everyone type in the comments down below, hashtag Miles go to the doctor.
It's only been 8 years.
He got 8 years worth of STDs.
Nah, bro. I make sure to wrap it up. Anyways. Says the one with the child.
At least I'm clean. Just went to the doctors 2 weeks ago.
True.
Hey kids, how about you wrap it up? Wrap your willy before it goes willy nilly. I was going somewhere with that.
Cut that. Please cut that.
Nope. This is 100% raw.
Just how you like it.
Anyways.
Speaking of somebody with a kid, can we talk about Tekashi?
Break the news to them, bro. Break the news to the podcast.
So apparently in exchange for working with like everyone, I'm just going to name a bunch of agencies. I have no idea if they have anything to do with law enforcement, but like the FCC, the DEA, the FBI, what's the other one?
Why did you say that?
The CIA.
Why did you? What was that first one you said?
Did I say the FCC?
Yes.
I don't know. All them. The FDA.
We're gonna fact check him real quick.
So in exchange for working with all of them to help convict all the people.
You do know the FCC is the Federal Communication Commission, right?
Yeah. Of course I do.
They worry about TVs and stuff. Like,
and does the Food and Drug Administration need him? I don't know, but isn't this agreement? I don't know, but it might be. But so for working with all of them, they're gonna drop every charge against him, like his racketeering charges, his everything else he's done.
The hit that he put out on
and Chief Keef, or was it his cousin? It was one of those two. I don't know.
All I know is Chief Keef got targeted.
So yeah, bro, he's essentially snitching on all the people that. Okay, so like I told you a couple days ago, he's going to help whatever agency put away the guy he was going to pay that he put a hit on Chief Keef for, and he gets off free for being
the
head of it all. Yeah. And that's just kind of wild to me. I don't know. I feel like there should have been some type of repercussions.
That man was facing 47 years of jail.
Minimum. And got off with 0.
6ix9ine was not going to come out of jail until he was 69. Like,
just be like that, bro.
I find it highly disrespectful that my boy just everything, like he gets away with everything.
Oh, I just poked myself in the eye.
Like, don't be stupid.
Because my eyelashes are too long.
Like he's gonna get away with everything if he just cooperates. He ain't gonna have no life in the free world. Like somebody go put a hit out on him. Ain't nobody really gonna be. I feel like real business people. It just ain't gonna deal with 6ix9ine no more.
I don't know, bro, but what I am saying is I'm about to dye my hair rainbow because apparently that's how you get away with everything.
No,
come on, dog.
Daniel Hernandez is a menace to society.
Could you imagine? Okay, imagine this. My hair is like 3 times longer than it is now. It's dreaded up and it's rainbow and it's in a bun.
I would fight you. Off principle.
At least I'm not getting a face tattoo.
Come on, it's a knife, bro.
Not until this podcast gets popular and I can live off it. Then I might do whatever I want.
We go. Look, I'm just telling you, if we ever get famous off this podcast and money's coming in, I'm buying like 2 McDonald's. Because that's how you make money. McDonald's, In-N-Out. Can you own In-N-Out? I feel like you can own In-N-Out.
I think so. I don't know.
I want to own a McDonald's, a hotel, and a seafood place. That's what I'm gonna do with all my money.
So that you can buy you and your mom lobster tails all day
on wholesale.
All right.
Wholesale, bro. I need that wholesale discount.
I feel like we just get off topic so easily.
Yeah, I had a topic like way before I was going to talk about, and I'm completely off of it. Tangent, the podcast.
I mean, yeah. At least I can come on with the dinosaur mask. I might do that next time, though.
One day. So 6ix9ine getting away with pretty much just everything.
Yeah.
I feel like he can't rap about gangster stuff no more.
A lot of people are saying that. A lot of people are like, "Oh, his career's over because he can't have clout anymore because he snitched." Like, first of all, he wasn't about that life to begin with until he got in there, and then he snitched on him. So now he can't go back to.
Is there gonna be more Tekashi 6ix9ine music after this? Like,
I hope so.
I feel like he can't. Like, as we're talking, because I was just making that joke about 21. Like, you can't pull a 21. Like, 21 changed his like style, or changed at least the content of his music at like the perfect time.
Yeah.
What is he now? Like 20?
I don't know.
He's getting up there. Like, he's not the young man he was back in 2015 when he was getting popular. Let's look it up. 21 Savage.
I just need more hits from Tekashi. That's all I need.
I don't.
Yes, you do. You just don't know it yet. I don't like him as a person.
Get it with it. Oh, Tekashi. I mean, Savage is your age, bro.
It runs in the family.
So I'm saying, being 26, coming out with like more, like his latest album is more cautious. It's more talking about some substance. There is still some gangster music in there. Still some real learning shit behind some gangster music in there.
Yeah.
Gun smoke. But I feel like he's at that age where he can naturally make that transgression from like gangster, hood, kids. Well, not kid, but like hood kid
like
stuff.
Angsty
Gangster stuff.
Yeah.
To like this more mature, like, hey, I'm raised in the streets. I've been born. I mean, even though he came to Atlanta when he was 11 or 12, his formative years, the years that make him an individual, he was in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And I mean, he can make that transgression now. Now, Tekashi being, how old is Tekashi?
Isn't he young? I feel like he's like 22.
He's pretty young, bro.
I could be completely wrong though.
6ix9ine rapper. Tekashi 96. So he's
23
now. After all this stuff, I see he could make a redemption. He could lay low for like a year and a half, 2, and then come out with some real music. And I feel like the internet moves along so fast that no one's really gonna care.
I feel like he's going right back to it. He was the hottest rapper in New York at that time. I only said that because he said it on the Breakfast Club. He kept trying to ask who's hotter, him or Cardi B.
Cardi B.
And that's what they kind of said, and he kept fighting him on it.
Why? She has Grammys.
See, but no, that's not an accurate like
comparison. She hustled like. Okay, I'm not talking about accolades. Cardi B is one of the most successful female rappers of the late 2010s. I think she puts a lot of work in her music. I may not personally like her music, but she puts a lot of heart and effort into that music she makes. And she does a lot to just keep out of bullshit when she wants to.
That's the difference to me, is that like he's having shows canceled because people like security threats and like all kinds of stuff just because he's just being so wild on social media.
And on top of that, she has more appeal than him. Like from a marketing standpoint, she has way more appeal than him.
It's because she doesn't have face tats.
Not because she doesn't have face tats.
Are you saying to market myself, I should not, in fact, get a face tat?
Please don't. I want you to keep working in the white man's world. Oh, man. But I mean, and then her music is way more relatable. Like, you don't have to be I feel like, what is she, Caribbean?
She's Latina.
You don't have to be a Dominican. No, she's Puerto Rican, right? Dominican? Afro-Latina. You don't have to be an Afro-Latina woman to really just be bumping some of her music. Some of her music just has that mass appeal to it.
Yeah.
Which is the part of like marketing pop music. It's the part of like doing all that, not popular music, but pop rap.
Yeah.
And Takeshi he got some wild shit. He reminds me a lot of like early like Goblin slash Bastard. Tyler the Creator was a gangster.
Nah, bro. He's a thug.
He's a thug who just avoided jail time by snitching.
He does have far too many 69s tattooed on his body, though.
Yeah.
That's unnecessary.
Maybe he likes 69s. I'd be more upset if like it came out that 6ix9ine doesn't eat pussy. How you gonna be a 60? How's your song? How your persona 6ix9ine if you don't 69? I'm just saying. I said it.
I'm at a loss for words. I don't know.
I said it.
Here. Oh man.
I'm putting that in the description.
Don't do that. Okay.
Oh man.
So we got asked to talk about dating at our age.
I don't want to talk about this.
Bro, we got asked. You remember that time we're like, hey, give us suggestions. We'll fucking put them in the next episode. And then we get a suggestion and we put it in the next episode and you don't want to talk about it?
I don't want to be depressed.
You could have caught that out. You're the editor.
You're right. I have all the power in the world over this Schwitz. Okay. So, I mean, why not talk about it? Okay. No.
All right, next question.
Okay, I will say this. If I was out actively dating again, because, you know, I got to raise a kid these days, bro.
True.
You know, I already got somebody on my mind.
Is it me?
Shut up. You ruined this. You really be ruining this.
Why?
You're the worst human being ever. I will say that it is harder to date our age, though. This now. Being in your mid-20s?
I feel like, yeah. I don't know. I feel like it's easier, but it's harder because now you have the disposable income, but you also got like real people bills.
I like how you have disposable income.
Do I, though?
True.
Like, I can make it work.
You can. You be making it work a long time.
But
I don't know, but I feel like it's harder to find a genuine connection.
Yeah.
These days, especially at our age, the way that some people are really just wired about a lot of this stuff, I think it's harder to get a genuine, like, connection with people no matter what. And I mean, some of us are very, like, fortunate. A lot of my friends, a lot of people are just like, when they go out and find someone, it's easy for them to pick someone and kind of just vibe with them.
Yeah.
But also being in your mid to late 20s, the pressure about getting married and being really stable, and it's hard out here, man.
Yeah, I get you. I feel like it's kind of hard to like impress somebody at this age, because most people I feel like have been dating for like a decade now. When do people start dating? I don't know. I don't know how to date people, so
I remember people having boyfriend girlfriends around like
10th, 11th grade.
Yeah, I feel like some of the relationships that I see that now have been like going on for years, it's been around that time.
But I feel like back then you can't really do anything. So back then it's really like you said, vibing or spending time with somebody for the most part, because you're not really working at like 10th grade. I don't even know how many places hire before 18 anymore.
Places hire before 18? It was hard for me to find a job at 18.
It was hard for me to find a job at 21 with a bachelor's.
Damn.
I ended up at Home Depot, but
that's neither here nor there.
Yeah. But yeah, I feel like if you're 25, 26, 27, like people spent their college years going out dating, doing all that fancy stuff. Like, so it's like, oh, we can go to a museum. We could go to like I don't know. Movie dates, I don't think count because you don't really get to spend any actual time with that person.
Don't ever take anybody on a movie date the first date ever.
You just sit there and not look or like talk to each other or learn about each other because you're there to watch the movie and not to.
Movie dates are not ideal first date ever. Just
actually
for,
interact.
Huh?
Oh, I just say you're there just to watch a movie and not actually interact.
Like you do movies when you're both interested in that.
Yeah. I don't know. What do you go to the beach? Do you go to? I still want to take a girl to me.
You're asking the wrong person.
Do you?
I dated wrong for years,
and I haven't dated, so
maybe but even trying to just go out and look for people, it's just. This is my question now. Like, where do you find someone? Like, it's okay. So, like, every stage of life, you have like the people who are like, okay, high school. You date people in high school.
Yeah.
You date fellow high schoolers. If you get lucky and you're involved in extracurricular activities, you meet people who are a little more out of your social circle.
Yeah.
So like when I was in high school, I mostly dated band people because I was already in band.
Yeah.
I did kind of date outside of my circle, but it was mostly people at the same high school I was at until like my friend got a car or like I was allowed to be out a little bit more. And then I went to college, and then I think my first year of college, I was dating people like either I went to high school with or I went to college with because it was still that transitional.
Yeah.
But in college, it's like dated a couple people in college. Met Mila's mom at college, so I guess you can go there. But now that I'm like an adult, like I'm not planning on going back to school anytime soon.
Yeah.
Where do I go now?
Coworkers.
No.
Yeah, it's a bad
don't
idea.
date coworkers.
Don't ever date your coworkers.
My forever thing is don't date coworkers.
I've seen
ever.
So when I first started at the job I was at now, two of my coworkers are going through a bad breakup, and I watched somebody set the other person in the relationship stuff on fire and put it on Facebook, and like cuss them out and like.
Wow, that's crazy.
It's just not good, dog. It's not good. And then you can't, then it's awkward, like going to work, but you got to go to work to make your money. So,
true.
Friends of coworkers. I mean, but that's if they have like but that could also get weird because then if you all don't work out, then it could be weird between you and your coworker.
Yeah. And I've seen, like, at the jobs that I've held, I've had some pretty cute coworkers, but even then, I think about like, I got to see you every day already at work. And mixing relationship stuff at work just makes it hard because I've dated one coworker a long time ago.
Yeah.
And I would get defensive at work. I'm like, why are y'all messing with her? And her, like, why is her, like, you take things that you shouldn't take personally.
Yeah.
Because you're now
like invested in that person.
Yeah. So something where I'll put it like this: you're not getting enough hours at work. You start taking it like, hey, you see me, and like, especially if it's something like your livelihood, like you in your case, like you guys are working at the same place.
Yeah.
And it's probably a career-driven place. I'll be taking shit personal.
Yeah.
But
you know what that means? You got to get back to basics. You got to go find you a nice 19-year-old.
Stop.
Go back to public school.
What?
Go to the high schools, pick up somebody like R. Kelly, who got videotaped with another 14-year-old girl recently, which was the reason for that transition. Sorry, I didn't tell you, but you know.
So yeah.
Yeah, man. R. Kelly, back in the news. Can't stay out of it.
Why this time?
The Pied Piper. Bro, apparently another tape came out. Another 14-year-old girl on camera doing freaky things with R. Kelly.
What?
I don't know how this man hasn't been canceled. He's bulletproof. He's like Drake. Like nobody could just put him down.
Don't compare Drake to R. Kelly.
I'm just saying that because you're talking about how many L's he was taking all around last time.
But he's not a child molester.
That's true. But like no one can just do that one thing that will just end his career. And that's how I feel about R. Kelly.
Because I feel like there's a level of security around R. Kelly. That's why you can't be.
Nah, bro. Like we got. Okay, so we had the trial.
Okay.
With the tape that came out.
Okay.
We had What did he do after that? I was gonna say peed on some girl, but that's the tape. Then he had
The sex slaves?
the sex slaves, yeah. In what was
Sex
it, Atlanta?
trafficking?
Well, I don't know about all of that.
No, sex trafficking.
And then we had Surviving R. Kelly, where people finally knew, like, all of it. Still good off of that. Now there's another tape of another 14 girl.
I want to know how recent this tape is, though.
I can't tell you, bro. I have no idea.
I feel like it's not okay.
And I'm not going to watch it to see, you know how old, like, old video recorders have, like, a little timestamp in the bottom? I'm not going to be watching it. That's child pornography. Crazy as hell.
Get arrested, swap, bust down our doors. Miles Jebediah Lacey, you're under arrest for consuming child porn. I'm just like, officer, I don't know what you're talking about.
I just want to confirm something for a podcast, officer.
See, we do this thing called podcast. Like, here's the leak. How about you comment, rate, subscribe?
You gonna be on the next week doing it solo?
Just by myself. Miles Lacey will not be joining us today. He got caught up in some serious mess.
Right? Due to some recent legal issues, he will not be attending the podcast for a while. See me taking selfies with 6ix9ine in jail and stuff. I don't know why they would ship me to New York for that. But.
I don't know why they'll give you a camera phone. That's where I have more problems at.
But yeah, bro. R. Kelly is bulletproof, I'm telling you. I don't know what it is.
Him and Bill Cosby. I feel like every week we just got to talk about another wild-ass person who's in jail.
I feel like the old heads just can't give up on R. Kelly, bro.
I got to talk to my mom, see if she's still dealing with R. Kelly.
Like, these mid-30 to, like, 50-year-olds who grew up with his music, or I don't know, when did his music come out? The 90s?
Late 90s, early 2000s.
Like, who were our age or, like, a little bit younger. When he started making music, just can't give him up. They refuse to.
Can't stop till they get it up.
That's what does he call himself? The king of R&B?
Yeah.
Because the king of pop is Michael Jackson, right?
Yeah.
Who's the king of, what's Prince the king of?
Everything.
Fashion.
King of me. King of my life. The king of music.
I want to dress like Prince.
I won't. I don't.
That man was gorgeous.
You saying that just reminds me of that Dave Chappelle sketch.
When they're playing basketball?
The true stories of Charlie Murphy.
Yeah. Dude, I miss Charlie Murphy.
Charlie Murphy is the realest.
Why did he have to go before Eddie?
I don't know, man. Where is Eddie Murphy? Probably getting ready for Shrek 5.
Please tell me that's not actually happening.
It's a thing.
We just lose all the good ones first, bro. We lost Prince. Well, we lost Michael Jackson before him, but we lost Prince. And we weren't sure Michael Jackson was cool at that time because he had a lot of allegations.
He was always.
But now it feels like it's mostly falsified with people coming out saying like, oh, I don't know, whatever they were saying.
People always telling like, we need to believe the victims first. Everybody believed the victims in the Michael Jackson case.
Yeah.
Like, nobody believed OJ. Nobody believed Michael. I'm just like,
OJ did it.
If I did.
He told us exactly how. Afterwards, she's like, oh, can't get in trouble for this no more? If I was guilty, this is how it happened.
I want to watch that OJ trial series. What is it, on Hulu?
That's on Netflix.
With Cuba Gooding Jr.?
Don't do it to yourself. Bro, you
the
know
Jews
what?
can't go to jail?
Do it. And then you got to tell me, like, after the first episode, how you feel about it. Because I just couldn't get through.
I got too much good TV to watch. Because I'm done with Persona. I'm about to just involve myself in. I got to finish Punisher season 2.
3? Wait, 2.
2. Yeah, because 2's out. Got to watch the Umbrella Academy. Got to wrap up my $7 so I can go get DC, the DC Universe, so I can watch Doom Patrol.
Yeah.
I got a lot of stuff to do. So I don't have time to see if the Juice wants to go to jail or not.
I'm going to just be honest with you. Since we're on the subject of losing celebrities, I ain't been right since Bernie Mac died.
Every time I hear him on that old Kanye West album, the second one, don't tell me, College Dropout.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like you hear him in the intro and the second track, and it just makes me sad because I'm like, Because you think, because like, you'll forget. You'd be like, these people are so timeless, so you'll forget that they're gone.
Yeah.
And then I'd be like, I wonder how Bernie Mac's doing. And then I just really think about it, and I'd be like, oh, Bernie Mac's dead.
I'm telling you, bro. We lose all the good ones early.
I'm not okay with this. You just crack your knuckles.
Yeah, I felt good. I hope the mic didn't pick it up, though.
I hope it did. I'm going to sample that in a track.
Do it.
Hot ass beat.
At that point, you don't even need drums, bro. Just use the knuckles cracking as the drums.
Oh, man. Who else? Man, I ain't been right since Mac, though.
Yeah. The person I never said I was a fan of until this last album. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to actually make an effort and go see a show.
You're the reason I'm a Mac Miller fan. Like,
dude, I don't know what. Well, so I've listened to this man since
Blue Side Park.
Okay, so I think I started listening to him when Blue Side Park came out, but I started on Kids, which I think came out before that, but I'm not sure. And like, I just listened to every tape since. But I was just like, no, I'm not a Mac Miller fan. But then why did I listen to all that music? Like on repeat.
I wasn't really vibing with the music until Movies with the Sound Off.
I was in denial, bro.
Which, where he got that album album title from?
Nuh-uh.
So apparently Kid Cudi actually gets his inspiration. So, Mac's a big fan of Kid Cudi.
Yeah.
Kid Cudi gets the inspiration from a lot of songs by watching the movies with the sounds off.
I didn't know that.
It's a pretty cool thing. Yeah, I was really rocking with Movies with the Sound Off. Then after that is Faces. And Faces is like my favorite project with Mac Miller.
That's my least favorite.
Happy birthday. Like, I remember my 22nd birthday, I was listening to that song and I was like, yeah.
That's my least favorite of any release since watching movies.
You're not rocking with man, what's that song that's the Worst Behavior remakes?
The only song I listen to off of Faces is Diablo.
That's a pretty good one.
But everything else I just wasn't feeling.
And then after that was the Divine. No, was there something between the Divine Feminine and Faces?
Yeah, it was.
That's the one with 100 with 1,000 grandkids or 100 grandkids.
Yeah,
that's the album that I wasn't really rocking with.
I'm gonna look it up right now. I do like that album.
And then I was like, man, I'm really sad. Like this album was like not really vibing with me. I did like 100 grandkids, but I think because I just saw the music video when it premiered.
It was Good AM.
Good AM. And I was like, it's not like the best album, but I was kind of like, man, I'm kind of let down after like the raw emotions of Faces.
Yeah.
And then we got the Divine Feminine, which is just.
I love that album. A lot of people just do not like it.
Sexiness. That song, that outro track with Kendrick on it.
I get in my feels when I hear
Pure
that album.
sex.
I get all the way in my feels.
I'm
like, man, I'm going to take a girl out tonight. Now I look at my phone and be like, yeah, I ain't got no girls to take out. I'm going to take myself out tonight.
You podcast go blow up. You go be flooding into stuff, bro.
Nah, bro, I only want one. And then after that came Swimming.
Swimming's just. I don't know. Swimming is such a good album because it is Mac's last album.
I don't think so.
But I'm happy that his last album was just an amazing album.
My fault. I thought you were saying it's a good album because it was his last album. That's why I said I don't think so.
No,
I was like, we were listening to that before he OD'd.
True, but it's just I think it adds just that extra bit of enjoyability, knowing that Mac's last project is his best project.
Yeah.
And I think it is his best project. It has all, it just incorporates the best thing about everything of that Mac is.
Yeah.
And just.
Yeah, bro. I had a real, conversation the day of when it happened with somebody who will not be named, who's not Voldemort. But you know who I'm talking about by this point.
What are you talking about, bro?
But, we're just not going to talk about it. But I was super sad that day.
Hey, bro, do me a favor next week.
What?
Let's do story time with you next week. I just want to dedicate the whole second half of the podcast to story time to you, bro.
Just random stories from my childhood.
I just want you to rock with me through a story next week.
What kind of story?
I don't know yet. You have a week to decide.
All right.
First part of the podcast will be the same, but next week, like second half's all going to be story time for you.
All right, it's gonna be lit.
We lit. And then the week after that, I'll do story time. Why not?
I heard about. I can't see anything because I don't have my glasses on. So I was going over stuff to like look at for topics for this.
Because you prepared and you're a smart person.
Yeah, and did you know there was a 6th grader arrested in Florida for not doing the national anthem?
A 6th grader?
I mean, is it the national anthem where you stand up, put your hand over your heart, blah, blah, blah?
It's the Pledge of Allegiance.
Yeah, that one.
Fox News tonight. Why does Miles Lacey hate America?
I ride for Black America, even though I know nothing about the culture. I'm just going to continue this until the end of Black History Month, and then I'll explain to y'all why I know nothing about the culture. But, oh, man. But,
we just ate.
So I was looking at it, like I read through the article a little bit, and apparently it was not because he didn't do the Pledge of Allegiance, but because he caused a disturbance afterwards. Like disrupted the class.
And he got arrested?
He got arrested.
In Florida?
I think it was in Florida.
Why is Florida always messing up?
This kid is 11 years old, being taken out of a classroom in handcuffs.
Note that I work with 11-year-olds and they're wild. Like, I would never be mad at an 11-year-old for not listening because it's in their nature.
I would never call the cops on an 11-year-old because they don't know any better yet.
I got to see who called the cops. Who called the cops?
Okay, so apparently this is like... So it was a substitute teacher that day.
Oh, nah. Subs ain't... You know what? Stop giving the subs power.
Who didn't know that it was all right for them not to do the Pledge of Allegiance.
So he called the cops? See, like, there's a chain of command that you go through. Like, if you're a teacher, a substitute teacher, and your kid doesn't listen, first you call the vice principal.
Or security, or...
We're talking about elementary school, bro. We ain't got security just yet.
Oh, yeah. That's true. It's high school.
Vice principal. If you can't go to the vice principal, principal. You really having an issue that it has to be dealt with right there and the principal can't do nothing? Superintendent office? I mean, before you even get to the superintendent office, call their parents.
Yeah. Something.
Why are you calling the cops on a kid because he didn't stand for the, like, he caused a disturbance after, the fact that it was a disturbance after the Pledge of Allegiance.
Don't ever make that noise into that mic again. You just threw my whole train of thought off.
I'm just saying, the substitute teachers ain't the police of the world. Like,
Yeah, there's not a situation. I feel like there's not a situation in any middle school where the cops need to be called.
I mean...
Other than like a mass shooting, but, let's not talk about that because mass shootings aren't even supposed to happen in middle schools. You're 11. Why do you have a gun? Please relax.
You know what? You remember when I told you what happened at work earlier this week?
Yeah.
The whole kindergartner had, like, gun shells in his backpack.
That man was listening to too much 21 Savage. He said, this new album is fire. I'm about to live this.
Gun smoke. The young man was found with a 21 Savage album, a Walkman, and some gun shells loaded. That's how you know someone's a psychopath. They still have a Walkman in 2019.
Right. Yeah, you can't trust. Listen, if he had a trench coat, it's over. They throwing him under the jail.
But then again, it's a kindergartner, so you just think, oh, adorable.
Not with gun shells. It was a cover up. It was probably his dad who wanted to do something after school. He was like, hey, bro, it's going to look too suspicious. Just hold these in your backpack till after school when I pick you up.
Why would you? I don't know. People crazy these days, bro.
Yeah, I don't want to joke or laugh about mass shootings. My fault. But people are crazy these days. Or are they? Or do we just have... Oh, man, I just hit the mic. Or do we just have more exposure to it because of the internet?
I guess was the topic we brought up last week, and I think it's a combination of both. But I really feel like it's just more exposure and just more attention can get brought to this stuff. So when stuff happens, it's not like...
Isolated in that community?
Yeah, it's not no longer in a bubble. The bubble is expanded now.
To the whole world?
Maybe the whole country at least. Because I'm pretty sure people in Japan ain't over here like, these Americans are tripping.
We just violent, bro.
Y'all violent.
What you mean, y'all?
Y'all violent.
What do you mean, y'all?
It's all peace and love over here, bro.
You in America.
Peace and love.
All right.
Peace and blessings, bro. Peace and blessings.
I'm gonna record you the next time you acting wild. Where that peace and love at? Where that?
Peace and love, bro. Peace and love.
Nah. We want violence.
You wild.
Like my father, Malcolm X, and his father before me.
Look, bro, I just got done playing Japanese RPGs. I'm done with the violence. Like, I'm so done. I'm about to play Yoshi Wally World now. Like, I need so much cute and happiness in my life now that I don't give a fuck about violence no more.
All right.
But as we're talking about violence, okay, so I don't know if we talked about it last week, but Jussie Smollett, the guy from, I'm really pronouncing his name wrong.
Just
So
call
it's
him,
Jussie.
Don't ever call him man Juicy.
Jussie Smollett, the guy from Empire.
I feel like it's pronounced like French, but I'm not gonna pronounce it. You're funny. I don't know how to pronounce it.
On this week episode of Mark is mispronouncing everything. So as we know, the guy from Empire, Josie. That's what I'm calling him. Jussie from Empire. He a couple weeks ago, he got attacked in. It was presumed that he got attacked in Chicago.
Yeah.
Attacked. Jumped. Rag over his head. Unknown liquid poured on him. With something tied around his neck.
Yeah.
He went to the hospital, got admitted. Someone labeled it as a hate crime.
In uproar, yeah.
Yeah. I guess before that happened, there was a letter sent to him with white powder in it saying, "You're going to die, nigger, make America great again, blah, 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 blah."
With the hard R too?
Yeah. So, I don't know. I'm not gonna do what the news did and jump to conclusion. Just say magma, a lot of cool stuff, a lot of crazy stuff was put on that letter sent to him. Then the attack happened. And so it now came out recently that it was all staged.
What you expect, man? He's an actor.
So he was just doing the greatest act of all time?
Except, so the people who attacked him are not actors, and that's where he failed. You got to think about these things. As soon as the cops were like, "Oh, we think it might be you guys," he said, "Oh yeah, he paid us." Nah, bro, you can't give up that easily. You can't fold like Tekashi.
CBS 2 even had the article where they were talking about how they didn't even hide the evidence.
I mean, low key though, if it was me, I'd have been like that too. Look, sir, this was staged. I got paid for this. I don't know what you talking about, officer. This was not a hate crime. I just needed to make my rent for the month.
Oh, man.
As soon as law enforcement get involved, I am...
You're done? That's when you quit?
I'm telling on everybody.
That's when you stop? That's when you're just like, I don't care no more?
Yeah, man. You want me to go to jail over something I got paid to do? Nah, bro. Here's the full information. Here's the fact. Here's the credit card number, the transaction date. Here's
my PayPal statements, because you can't put it in your actual bank account.
Yeah, I'm giving up everything. My routing number, all of it.
Don't give up your routing number is public knowledge, low key.
Yes, the other one that's not.
Yeah, please don't ever give anyone your account number.
Except for,
me.
My future, no, not you. My future female companion.
Why she got to be a female? Open your mind.
Because I'm cool.
Miles Lacey, is he homophobic or just an asshole? Tonight at 8.
Former homophobe.
I mean,
but we're not going to get into all that.
Before we get into that,
we're not getting into
so
that.
it's just crazy that that all this came out where he's just like they caught him lying and they caught him that he staged the attack, and I feel like, why? That's where I'm drawing my lines. Like, why? Like, you do it for 2 or 3 reasons. One, you do it for being you're just being an asshole. And you want the attention and you just live off the attention. So you're going to sit there and just stage an attack. Because you can't say it's for social justice or you're trying to bring light to something. Because I'm going to tell you right now, there's enough black people who get killed and enough gay people who get harassed and demeaned and killed in some instances.
Without it being staged?
Yes. For us to not be throwing false flags everywhere.
I'm gonna need somebody to look this up. Is he a Republican? He might be in cahoots with Trump. Trump was like, bro, it's getting a little dry. Like, they're getting tough on me with this wall, with this national emergency. Just take some heat off of me. Bro, I know I'm always talking about fake news, but I'm going to need you to do me this one solid. Like, please. And he's like, I got you, bro. I voted for you in the last election. We boys.
I feel like that'd be something a Trump supporter actually would do. Like, not just a normal Trump supporter, like that hardcore Trump or die supporter.
Yeah, bro. And he's an actor, so you got to follow him. He's like, yo, I'm about to make headlines, bro. Don't even do what you got to do behind the scenes, dog, because I got you for like a week.
It's like a whole crazy conspiracy theory, bro. Stop that. You're not Shane Dawson.
Speaking of, I know I bring this to Trump all the time, and we can go back to that in a second. But did you hear about Ted Cruz saying El Chapo should pay for the wall?
What?
Yeah, bro. Apparently that's something.
Why? Why just El Chapo of all people?
That's something the Zodiac killer said.
Ted Cruz. Oh man.
Because he was on trial. Well, other than the fact that he was on trial and he's Mexican, I don't really know. And the fact that he has money from like the drug trade. But he's in U.S. custody, which just uses money to build the wall.
Why? I feel like I don't even want to talk about the wall. I feel like the wall is just a stupid idea. Here, I'm going to say this on record. This is my advice what to do about border protection. Get all the veterans who ain't working right now, give them some guns, have them patrol the border, use our taxpayer monies to pay them by the hour, give them some benefits. Solves two of the biggest issues that I have. Veterans not being treated right, and making sure that we do something that might actually help with the border. And how about you just give amnesty to every single immigrant that's in America right now who's a law-abiding citizen who pays taxes? Let's do that. Let's give them amnesty, put up some higher security at the border, try to make it a little easier on people to get U.S. citizenship, make the vetting process a little bit, get some lawyers involved.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. This ain't a political podcast.
I'm not going to comment on the wall, but what I will say is if that wall goes up, I'm going to be on the other side with the bomb-ass food, with the bomb-ass Latinas. I'm going to be Spanish-speaking in like a week, and I'm going to be all right.
And I'm going to be all right. I want to be with you, bro. Not for some of those reasons, but I just want to explore. I want to explore Mexico and
I'm
South
trying to go
America.
to Cuba. I really want to go to Cuba. Why not?
You know how hard it is to get to Cuba from America?
My coworker did it last year.
And
when Obama opened it up, and now Trump's kind of like restricted it, I think, a little bit more again.
Like, I don't think can you get a direct flight from here to Cuba now?
I have no idea.
I feel like you got to go to like Canada and then go to Cuba.
I'm about to look this up.
Which is a lot of money for me.
Yeah,
See, the way my bank account set up is, I got to pay the rent. So, man, more tangents.
But were we going back to the attack?
So yeah, like I said, I'm just pretty upset that you just have to falsify some documents around here, fam. Don't do that. On that note,
I just want to say and make a correction. That was 18 trillion gallons of water dumped on California in this last storms.
And I want to make the correction that I need you guys to comment, rate, subscribe to us. I always get used to saying comment, rate, subscribe because I'm still at the time of YouTube when we used to have the star ratings.
Yeah.
It's just comment, like, and subscribe.
There you go.
So everyone, this is our first official episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys liked it.
Yep.
I love y'all. I appreciate y'all.
Get ready for more ridiculousness.
Yeah, next week is going to be story time with Milz. He's going to walk me through his life. He's going to pick a story and tell me about it.
Can my whole life be like the story? Like, Can I sum my entire existence up in 30 minutes?
Do you want to pull Persona 5 and just start at the beginning to get us right here?
I'm going to need you to stop making these references.
I love Persona 5.
We'll see if you feel that way next week.
I'm not. Not with New Game Plus. Our social media is going to be down in the description down below. Twitter, Instagram, if he wants to give it to me. My Twitter, my Instagram. The podcast is Instagram, and other social media will be all in there.
Yeah.
And once again, leave us some topics down below what you want us to talk about. You want to talk about dating, you want to talk about life. If there's an interesting story that you guys see, Throw it in there.
Yeah, if it's crazy,
If it's crazy.
throw it at us. Because I'll talk about it. I'll say whatever comes to mind. I usually do anyway.
Why not? It's the only way to live.
I don't premeditate anything. That's how all my kids were born.
Oh, and with that, I will talk to you guys next week. Peace.
See ya.